WWE Hell in a Cell is this Sunday, and I have no intro. So let's just get started. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose for the Raw Tag Team titles. Um, I don't know if you can flip a coin, really. I mean, I don't think they'll take the titles off Ziggler and McIntyre right away. I don't think it makes a lot of sense. They're obviously going to prolong this feud with the Shield going up against Braun Strowman and Ziggler and McIntyre. So I have Ziggler and McIntyre retaining the tag titles. Next, you have Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. You have the whole Becky Lynch heel turn, which obviously, of course, backfires on WWE because they love to cheer their heels because, WWE knows how to book them better than they do their faces because, which makes me want to bring something up. Um, I feel like but the WWE's faces need to show more aggression. I feel like that's why Becky Lynch is likable because she's a bit relatable. We've all, I guess you could say, maybe have been in a situation where we feel like people would take advantage of us, and that's what Becky feels in this situation with Charlotte. So, she gets mad and she lets that anger out. That's what any normal person may do. Well, maybe not to the level of, Becky Lynch, but it's, a normal feeling people have. Maybe that's why she's relatable. Maybe WWE should, make their faces a bit more relatable and, not so bread white babyface. Show that, yeah, a babyface can get mad and very aggressive at times instead of it just being, no, they have to be a pure good guy. They can never get mad. That doesn't make any sense. That being said, I think Charlotte's going to retain. I don't think they're going to flip-flop the title, even though they love doing that. But I don't think they'll do it here. Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton, Hell in a Cell. If this was 2008, I'd be excited. But it's, no, it's 2018. It's 10 years later. I'm not that interested. It's a decently built feud, the whole Randy Orton poking his fingers into whatever the holes in Jeff Hardy's ears are called, the earlobes. Um, yeah, I got Jeff Hardy winning. Because why not? Like I said, this was 2008. I'd be excited, but it's 2018, so I'm not excited. Next, New Day versus Rusev and Aiden English for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. I have the New Day winning because it doesn't really seem like WWE really cares about Rusev, and they just put the title on the New Day, so I don't think they'll take him off of them. It'll probably be a good match. It actually might end up being on the pre-show because as of right now, they don't really have any matches listed on the pre-show. So this will probably be your pre-show match, but last time I checked, it wasn't officially on there, so I end up talking about it. Next, Daniel Bryan and one half of the Gold Diggers versus Miz and Maryse. Mixed tag team match. I got Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella winning. Miz won the last match, obviously, so you can have the tie, and then you can have a rubber match later on down the line. Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella are going to win this match. I don't care about the Bella twins returning. I wish I didn't have to really see them on my television screen, and I just kind of change the channel whenever they're on. Next, you have Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. I mean, I still don't really care about Ronda Rousey. Um, they haven't made me care enough. She still goes out wearing a ridiculous, painted face with, her makeup and ridiculous looking hair. Um, you know, and I just like Alexa Bliss. So we all know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to pick Alexa Bliss to win um, the Raw Women's title, even though it's probably not going to happen considering the fact that WWE. It is rumored that WWE is going to have Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella at Evolution, which is like, why would you do that? That makes absolutely no sense, but WWE doesn't make sense. Next, we have AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe for the WWE title. Oddly enough, this is not inside Hell in a Cell, which actually doesn't really make any sense because this seems like a feud that should be inside a Hell in a Cell, a Hell in a Cell considering the way the last match ended and how these guys really seem to hate each other. It would actually make more sense if these guys were inside a Hell in a Cell, but they're not. Um, I think Joe might take the title off AJ here, mainly because AJ's had it long enough. I like this feud. It's something entertaining. Better than AJ's feud with Nakamura, which I mean it got better in the so did the matches, but it's not. I don't think it's as good as this one. Samoa Joe's gonna take that off AJ. The main event: Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. The Universal title's on the line inside Hell in a Cell with Mick Foley as the referee. So there's gonna be some type of weirdness with Mick Foley. I don't understand. Why is Mick Foley the special guest referee? That really doesn't make any sense to me. I know he had the segment with Elias, but why did they decide to make him the special guest referee just because he's been inside Hell in a Cell matches? I have Strowman winning mainly because I don't like the idea of the person who cashed in their Money in the Bank to lose. I like the whole idea that they're against you to win, and that is my SummerSlam prediction video. I mean, my Hell in a Cell prediction.